Kurt Cobain has put together some really cool and very simple songs. I like to have students work on this in their really early stages of playing guitar. This is, of course, Polly from Nirvana's 1991 album, Nevermind. And this is really no more than a slightly but a slightly advanced power chord song, in that it's not just straight power chords, but it can be. So I usually have people start working on this with just normal power chords, playing an E5 and a G5 and D and C, and there's a B flat coming up a little bit later. But to expand your horizons a little bit and start working on some beefier sounding power chords, this is a great song for it, because Kurt usually plays 3 and sometimes 4 strings as part of his power chords, especially ones that are using the 6th string as the root. So all you have to do to get this sound is really play this with 2 fingers. You only need 2 fingers to play this. We need an E power chord to a G and then a D and a C, but with all of these chords, we want to make sure your first finger is playing the root, with the exception of the E chord where the root is open. And then your 3rd finger is flattened out across the next 2 strings, 2 frets higher than wherever the root is. Now, he usually plays his D chords. I teach this with people playing the D as a power chord up at the 5th fret. He usually would go ahead and play an open D chord because he could kill a 1st string and avoid the 3rd, which is what you're trying to do when you want that power chord sound. So that's what happens when Kurt plays it. But I think it's just as well to learn to play it with using everything for the bars. So I have a very short lesson together on this at Totally Guitars, because this is, again, a very, very basic song, and but good for beginners, absolutely good for beginners. And so one of the other things we talk about in the lesson is the syncopated strumming, where these chord changes happen with this type of rhythm. So we break down how exactly that's happening and how you get that sound. So if you'd like to check it out, it's available at Totally Guitars, along with hundreds and hundreds of other lessons. So a little bit on Nirvana, and not too tough, but fun song to play. So if you want to check it out, come visit us at TotallyGuitars.com.